We thought siding was gonna be the easy part, but let's just say it didn't always go that way. Day 525 of doing siding.
Sounds about right. You guys got to see a little mess up, but that's all right. We'll fix it and get right back to it.
If you're new here, we're building this ADU completely ourselves, start to finish, and this week it's all about getting that perfect siding up.
For our siding, what we did to try to optimize the most siding that we could is we took this, we dropped it down 2.5 inches from the top, or 1.5 inches from the top. Reason being is we're going to be doing a trim line to cover the seam. So what we did, we brought it down to where a full 8-foot piece would be, made a mark, and then we drew a straight line all the way across.
So once we drew our line, we measured on different points of the wall and found which our longest measurement was, and then we just went with the longest measurement and cut all of our pieces to that. So on this side it was 30 inches. We used these DeWalt, or DeWalt, however you want to say it, but he says DeWalt.
DeWalt.
They're galvanized 2 and 3/8 inch outdoor nails.
21
degree round head nails. Anyways, we had 2,000, so we had a whole box. So we used a whole box, and then we used like, I don't even know, not even.
Yeah. For siding, we followed an 8-12 nailing pattern, meaning on our end pieces or our exterior pieces, we did 8 inches apart, and on the interior, we did 12 inches apart.
This is the framing nailer that we ended up using for the whole siding project. All right, we have our first layer done on the north and east side wall. We are hungry, so we're gonna take a quick little break to go get some breakfast and then hopefully finish it off for the rest of the day. So now we're gonna work our way from the bottom up and put our 8-foot piece on top of here and attach that. You can see here, Wayne is just using the level to make sure the board is staying square.
For our spacing here, we use a 16 gauge nail.
So you can see here, we started on the easier walls where we could use full pieces and there were no windows that we had to cut out for, and this was great because it went by really fast, but it did suck to get to the window walls. Can you tell that we're excited for the siding? And would you look at that, with some movie magic, we are now on the window wall side, and you can see here we had to make some cuts to make sure that it fit around those windows. If you're curious how we installed these windows, we did make a full how-to video that we will link below if you want to check that out.
All right, y'all, so for our windows and subsequently when we get to the door, what Milani and I are doing is first we're setting our nails up, accounting for that gap, which is about 3/8 of an inch. Then we're coming over here, we're laying our siding in the orientation that we're gonna apply it. From the top of our bottom siding to the bottom of the window, and then from the siding we just completed to the window frame, and we're giving a 1/4 inch to allow for the siding itself to expand and contract. Then we come over here, we chalk line it, and then I'm just taking the jigsaw and cutting it out. All right, last window cut on the east side. You got it.
Got it.
Good scrap piece. When you find yourself working with someone who is dyslexic, you make a wrong cut.
Hold on. Let's talk about how many times it took you to measure 6 and 7/8.
You guys got to see a little mess up. That's all right. We'll fix it and get right back to it.
And take 2.
You want a hand?
I think I got it. And here's what it looks like in real speed.
It's been a full day. I think we started at 9:40. It's now 8 o'clock. So it was a full day. We basically did half of it. Tomorrow, continue to work on the siding.
Maybe some trim.
Maybe some trim, yeah. So
It's gonna look like a whole new place on the outside.
that's right. Hard day's work. We will see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, so we're at the point on our siding where we're having to work with our gable wall, so working with the pitch. So what we're doing is we're coming in and we're trying to cut out our notches. So we're measuring up to ideally the top, but in this case we're measuring up to the bottom of our 2x6. Distance between, and we're getting our height at the end. From here we go over, we string our board, our siding, we cut the notches out, see if it fits, and if it doesn't, we do a little trimming, kick ourselves right in the tail, keep on going.
The process that we found that worked really well was I would go up onto the scaffolding, I would check the cut, and if it needed to be trimmed, Wayne would go ahead and do that, and I would stay up there.
So I'm clearly getting pretty good with the jigsaw, if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna be really ready for pumpkin carving season, which begs the question, is using the jigsaw cheating, or do you have to use hand tools? Let us know below. DAP acrylic white caulking.
Yeah. We got a whole box of it. We almost used all of it.
Yeah.
So you use the caulking for all seams, like all trim seams, everything that you trim out your windows with, the corners, all that stuff. Today, we have a full day and we hope that we can maybe get the majority of it done. If not, then tomorrow it is.
It should be done today.
I hope so.
It's a bunch of straight cuts after our one cut.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
3/4 of an inch.
Under groove, what does that mean?
The first part, which will be like the little,
Yeah.
that's 3/4 of an inch. It's to be cut at 5.5, and it'll go down 3/4 of an inch.
this is our diagram for cutting the piece.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
On the bottom. All right, y'all, so we're getting ready to do our trim piece here to hide our seam. And luckily, we put our spigot in time to cause more work. So, got this from Christmas from Dr. J, Ilani's mom. And it's the Zozen contour measurement. And so, it should help us get a pretty accurate cut around this, try to make it look real pretty. A little more angled than
We didn't get a lot of video of us adding the trim pieces in here, but what we did is any of those seams that we had from the siding, we would go ahead and add the trim pieces right in the center of it. And if the piece wasn't long enough, we would just do a 45-degree cut so that we can add a second piece with another 45 cut so that they can fit in together. And then we just made sure everything was level as we installed it.
Yeah. More? Okay. Day 620.
Yeah.
And today, fingers crossed, should be the day that is done.
Flashback to yesterday, where we said today is the day.
We have a full day and we hope that we can maybe get the majority of it done. If not, then tomorrow it is.
It should be done today. We already know the measurements for the last window. That's right there. The only thing that's going to slow us down
We have to move this.
is that. So we figured we'd show you guys.
What we have to do every time we move this. Throw me the cock. Woo!
I'm glad
Nice
you caught
throw.
that. As we just showed, Milani has been holding the board up, marking both sides of our truss up there. And then what I've been doing, coming down here, going an inch up on my speed square, cutting that out here with the jigsaw. And then nail it up, caulk it up, call it good. Boom.
Boom, roasted.
Last wall. And just like that, we're all done.
Yeah. All done. Siding is done. Figured we chat real quick on the things we liked, didn't like.
What I liked, pretty satisfying to actually get the siding up.
It's starting to look more finished. I think that's what I liked about siding. What I didn't like about siding is it took us 550 days. No, it took us a long time, but you have to be pretty meticulous with how it looks, so it takes some time.
Let's see, what I didn't like, noticing small inconsistencies that will not be noticed now. Would you do siding again?
Would do siding again, especially depending on how expensive it would be to pay someone. Because I think we could save a lot of money still. And though I don't love it, saving that money would be nice.
Now we get to do the fun part, which is paint.
Comment down below what color you think we're gonna paint it.
Yeah, what color do you think we're gonna paint it? Thank you guys for watching.
Until next time, stay dirty.
Stay dusty. Alrighty.
Look at it. Look at it in its glory, not Wayne.
That's right. I like my girls. BBW.
You really think it would be done by now?
Did you plug in the nail gun?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Don't be questioning me. Did you plug in the hose?
No.
Well then, there's the problem. The perfect shot of a butt.
But